What's up, kind people of YouTube? My name is Ahmed and welcome back to yet another video. Today I want to talk to you about this show called Will Trent, and I've done a review of it. I'm going to leave it down in the description or in the iCard up here. Recently the season got over. It's an ABC production. Ramon Rodriguez stars in it, and I can highly recommend you watch the show all together, and unlike me, you can experience the show in one go and not watch 16 episodes over a span of 20 weeks. One of the biggest reasons why I kept telling people to watch this show is how different it is from all the other police procedurals that I've seen in the last few years. What happens with most of these police procedurals is it falls into a trap and cliche, or crime happens, crime gets solved, you move on. With Will Trent, one of the biggest advantages, they're able to develop the characters, not just Will Trent, but the characters that are around him, the police chief, Will Trent's partner, Angie for example, Will Trent's childhood best friend and love interest, and each of the characters around them develops because of it. And they spend time developing the characters. They just don't throw it at you and be like, theek hai, this is all we're gonna do. Every episode has a story arc, but at the same time it's connecting to the season overall, and you're always moving forward. The more important cases are dealt by Will Trent. Now what makes this show so different from the other police procedurals that I've seen is that it's so visually different from the other police procedurals. It's not a multicam setup, single shot drama. The colors are very vivid. You have a very distinct hue to it. Like, I think one of the more predominant hues of the show is yellow, and the fact that you have Will Trent, who's dealing with ADHD and dyslexia, become a cop and deal with a lot of the situations that he does, and how he does it is really interesting. Now season 1 wrapped up with a very interesting storyline, and it leaves the characters wanting more, and especially me. Throughout season 1 there is a connection that is being built with the characters, Will Trent, Angie. Then you have, I've been seeing so many TV shows. The only name that comes to my head right now is Pamela, but trust me, Will Trent's partner's name is not Pamela. I've seen way too many TV shows in the last month, and it kind of just confuses my brain at some point. What makes Will Trent such an interesting character is how extremely flawed his character is also at that time. Not a lot of characters can be as well written and flawed at the same time and lovable. There are so many things that just work in the favor of Will Trent being such a lovable character. Angie for example is also broken. At the same time she's going around looking to help other people, and that is one thing that I've noticed. Writers are writing characters that are broken. They don't tend to understand how broken characters work, and they just write, okay, this character is broken and this character will go to therapy and it'll be fine. No, it doesn't work that. There are a lot of cases where psychological abuse ends up with drug abuse. Angie is going to therapy for the same, for both psychological abuse and drug abuse, which is interesting because it's not something that you see a lot of people fight, and the fact that the character is accepting that there are troubles that she's facing is another good step in terms of how characters are written for this show. One of the reasons why I feel so emotionally connected to the show is but the direction that the show takes generally. At the same time, because I've seen this so much intrigue, I just can't wait for season 2 to come out and talk about it. Do I recommend this show? Yes, I do highly recommend this show. If you haven't seen the show already, you should. It's really highly rated, not just by me, by a lot of people, for good reason, because the show is really well written. I cannot put into words how well this show is written. It's one of the shows that is going to stick with me regardless of what happens, and I will recommend this show to a lot of people, whether through this video or not. I will, and I'm going to leave a couple of videos down here for you to watch in the next few minutes. And peace. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one really soon.